In this video, we're going to unpack the creation of the world, Genesis, how it all began, and how science not only is not at odds with the Torah, but actually science proves God. Let's dive in.
The irony is the question's really a non-starter. Science has in fact discovered God, and you can talk to the hardline atheists and they will say, it looks like science has indeed discovered God. And how would that be?
Interestingly enough, even within traditional Judaism, there is sufficient evidence to point that the world would be 15,600,000 years old. We'll get into that later. For now, let's look at Dr. Gerald Schroeder introduce himself, please.
My name is Gerald Schroeder. I have a, thank God, a strong science background from MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, bachelor's, master's, PhD, 7 years in the physics staff, seen a whole range of atomic bombs detonated, moved to Israel, met my wife, Barbara Sofer, a great writer. And one of the questions that I'm asked as a scientist is, how can a scientist really believe that there's something that we refer to usually as God?
You see, what Dr. Gerald Schroeder is referring to is something that's known as the Wilkinson Microwave Anisotropy Probe.
WMAP, the initials for a satellite. It's a diagram that shows the development of the universe from the creation over time. It's a timeline. Every word on that diagram comes from the NASA site. It is the condensed knowledge of the scientific community of how the universe created and how it got to where we are today. Each of the lines, the vertical lines, is another billion years.
So there you have the scientific definition, which we'll get into just a little bit. But before we do that, let's help define what is the Torah? What is the Jewish definition of God? Let's go.
The definition of the biblical God is predates time, outside of time. God is not a physical being, is a force, and it creates the universe. You'll notice that the opening chapter of Genesis, the only name for God is Elohim, God as manifest in the universe. Science has indeed discovered the biblical God.
Okay, so now we get to the part where Dr. Schroeder is going to connect the dots, and we're going to finally understand what he means when science proves God. Have a look.
Now, the black in the diagram is nothing. It's not a vacuum. Vacuums are within that diagram, within that cone of expansion. Vacuums are empty space, and space is something. The black of the paper around the diagram is nothing. It doesn't fit in our human brain because humans think in a box made of time, space, and matter/energy.